Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk to you about LECA balls and how to use them. In fact, there are many videos on YouTube which talk about LECA balls, but today I would like to show you how I use LECA balls in my gardening and for gifting purposes. Now let us see what is LECA. LECA stands for Light Expanded Clay Aggregates. So there's fine particles of brick or soil that is exposed to high temperature in kilns, and there it expands and becomes a highly porous substance. Small granules will become such balls, and you can see they are highly porous because of the high heat they are exposed to. So these LECA balls were probably, no, in fact they were manufactured for use in the construction industry, but because of their lightweight and to make bricks. But over time, I think some gardener found it to be useful in gardening, and so it has now become popular as one of the gardening ingredients. So you can find these LECA balls on many of the e-commerce sites. Maybe it is Amazon or Flipkart and other commerce sites, and you can get them in half kg packets also. I got a bulk of about 5 kgs and I put it in a smaller packet. So here, first when you get them, you have to first wash them because there is a lot of dust that is attached to it. So you put in a bucket and wash them. And once you wash them thoroughly, you take them and put them in another bucket and leave them there overnight so that they absorb the water and remain moist. You can leave it overnight and use. I have already kept some here which I have soaked overnight. This was just to show you. See, you can see the dust that has settled here, and I leave these for some more time. The most prominent advantages of LECA are that they are light in weight and they are porous and they are very airy and they do not stick to one another. So LECA are used in 3 ways in gardening. One is as a soil mulch. You know what mulch is? It is to prevent the evaporation of the moisture in the soil, especially during summer seasons. So here I have them in a pot for syngonium because they need a lot of moisture during summer. And then the other one is to have it in the soil mix. So here you can see this is a soil mix. To make it porous, I have added LECA balls. So the soil will not compact when you put it in a pot. And moreover, they will not stick to one another and also hold the moisture. Especially for moisture loving plants, you can have them because even if you forget to water sometime, the moisture will remain in these balls. So most of the aroids, aroids are syngoniums, alocaceas, pothos, philodendrons, anthuriums. For all these, this soil is good. And another thing is, to make the soil porous, we tend to add sand. These days, river sand is difficult to come by. It is not only expensive, it is difficult to get river sand. And so you can use this. And it becomes very heavy also when you're keeping on the terrace and all. So instead of river sand, you can add these to make the soil porous. So this is for mulching and this is for that, in the sense to make the soil airy. Then there is a third one. They call it as semi-hydroponics, and that is you use LECA balls in this inner pot. I have used here a curd container. I usually like to repurpose some plastic containers, and then they are placed in the LECA, and the whole thing is placed in this pot which has no drainage hole. So similarly, I have another one here which is again semi-hydroponics. You needn't fill up the pot completely. You can just keep it half because the what is these leca balls will absorb the water from below and keep it moist. And when you want to change, you can just remove this out and change the water. You all know about hydroponics and how we grow plants in water, and we suggest that we change the water once a week or once a fortnight, and that becomes very easy when you have it this way. You also have these orchid pots which you can buy from the market and plant it in them and then place it in another pot without any drainage hole. So now I would like to tell you how I use leca balls. I have used them extensively. I keep buying them from the market for use and mostly for gifting. So there are two aspects I would like to talk about using of the leca balls. One is the containers that you're going to use, and the other is about the plants that you can use in leca balls. Mostly the plants that you can grow in water or hydrophonically, those plants can be grown in leca balls. I will show you one by one what I have in different containers as well as the different plants. So first I'll show you the glass containers that I'm using. So these are some small glass containers that have been gifted by somebody, or we buy thinking that they are good, but then you don't know how to use them for serving something and all, or sometimes they chip off a little. At that time you can use them. I use these ceramic toys to hold the plant in place at the beginning, and if they look good you can keep them, but once the plant set there, they will take the shape of the container and grow well. So this is one. This is a small decanter. You can take these decanters and also place them in other containers like this. So this gives a pretty look. In fact, I've been having this in the decanter from the past one and a half year, and you can see how the roots are grown there, and you can see them through the transparent glass. So there is another small bottle. You don't know how to use these small bottles and for what purpose. This plant is also in this glass bottle for a very long time now. The only thing about these plants is that they will not grow fast, but they look petite and cute, and so you can have them indoors in bright places, or you have it outdoors. So this is another one which was called given to me as a candle holder, and it looks like I use whatever I get for growing my plants. So this is another one, a bowl which is slightly chipped somewhere, so it cannot be seen here, and I've used it to grow syngoniums. You can keep stones and toys for beautification or to hold the plants. So this is about the glass containers. My favorite use, however, of leca balls is to use these mugs. So mugs come in different shapes, and gifting of mugs has now become a common thing. And when we have get-togethers and all, we have these mugs printed with friends. And so when they gift them, how many mugs are we going to use for drinking tea? So I tend to use them for having these. And you can see how old this plant is by the number of roots it has got. So this must be about a year and a half. And then when I had a get together also, I used this mug. It has faded a little because I've kept it outside, and here again it is more than a year now. This particular mug I got about 30 of them made for my classmates with the pictures, and then instead of just giving the mugs, I filled them up with leca balls and I placed this plant, because not all my friends are expert gardeners, and this is one of the best ways to grow them in water. But over time I have realized some of them have transferred the plant thinking it is not growing fast, but I think the advantage of growing in water is that they will remain small and good looking for many days. So these are the mugs I have given. So mugs we get as gifts, and it is a nice idea to gift plants also. So these are some other mugs that which have chipped off a little. Old nice mugs, didn't feel like throwing them, so I have used these. Then I got these Chinese mugs when I went to Sikkim for gifting. I gifted some and I never gifted the others, so I had many of them. So once in a way I give to friends now and with plants rather than for drinking tea. So I've shown you how old the plants are and how well the, just show you how the roots have formed. All that I have done is keep topping it and once in a way remove the water and change the water, and they will remain green for a long time. One more advantage I'd like to tell you is that sometimes a tree or a plant breaks and you don't know what to do with that. Then I just push this one. This is a Dracaena which had been broken probably by a monkey, and I just pushed it in here and it has rooted so well. So one of the advantages here is that in leca balls, rooting happens very nicely because of the porous nature of this. And above all, the greatest advantage is that since the leca balls are above the water and the water is below, mosquitoes do not breed. That is a major problem when you're talking about hydroponics and you wonder what to do for mosquitoes breeding. So if you use leca balls, they are floating on top and the mosquitoes cannot breed because the water is at a lower level. So you can use them in these mugs. Mugs are the best way for gifting, as well as when you receive mugs for gifts, you can plant them like this. You can remember your friends who have gifted you those mugs also, and friends will remember you too. Now that we have seen the containers, I would like to talk about which plants are suited. Though many of you may be knowing that certain plants are suited for hydroponics, and I would like to suggest the plants in case you do not know which are suited for hydroponics. We'll see one by one what those plants are. My favorite plant has always been the Syngonium. Syngonium will grow in water as well as in soil, and there are many varieties of Syngonium. Here there are two more varieties. Here this is with a reddish leaf, and here this is another one. So you can see there are three plants in this, two Syngoniums and one pothos. As and when they break, I just push them and they thrive there, so I don't bother to change them. Then since I've spoken about the pothos are nothing but the money plants. All the type of money plants you can grow, but this neon pothos, what we say, is one of the easiest. This is again with a philodendron. So another philodendron here. They've been growing here from the past 1.5 years. Then the next easiest plant to grow, everybody suggests, is the Sansevieria or the snake plant. Here I have two and here I have two more. These are growing there from the past, again, 1 year or so. I say 1 year because a year and a half back I had these party and I gifted these mugs. Then we have this pennyworth, also called as Chinese money plant, though the common names can be confusing because some other plants are also called. This is the the pennyworth, and it will also grow very well in water. It grows in water as well as in soil. So these here again, this is the pennyworth. Then you have this philodendron. I have this philodendron, and the other day somebody gave me devil's backbone, and it seemed to be doing well in water. So I've just tried this. Only today I tried this while making this video, and let me see how it will do. The devil's backbone has latex when you cut it, so you should allow the latex to dry up a little and then place it in the water. So the most common plants that can be grown in water are pothos, philodendrons, syngoniums, and of course I have this another plant that is very easy are these peperomias. They have beautiful, fleshy, dark green leaves, shiny leaves, which gives a very fresh look. So you can have these also growing in leca balls. So this is about the leca balls and the plants that you can grow them. And I have placed them all outside the house. Some of them are placed inside, but I've kept them at a place where there is very bright light, and most of them are outside. I'll put up a picture about where I have placed them. I had to keep them all here to show you. I'll show you the original place of my plant placement of these plants in leca balls and the mugs. So this is where I have placed all the mugs, and it is below a tree. It has a shaded effect, but at the same time it has bright light, and all of them are doing well. You saw how the root also has formed, and I have placed some inside the house in bright light, but I prefer placing them outside the house because of the air and the sunlight. Naturally the plants will like to enjoy that, and so I have them here. So I hope you like this video and my idea of using leca balls. Do try them and use them for gifting. They are a very good idea. Thank you.